Good morning dear students. Now today we are going to discuss metallurgy, extraction of different metals on the basis of their positions in the reactivity series. So first of all is extraction of metal which is placed at the top of the reactivity series. For example, sodium, right? Extraction of metal of high reactivity. You know children, sodium is highly reactive metal. So what happens? What is best method for its extraction is electrolysis. It means when electricity is supplied through its sodium chloride in molten state, then what happens? Two different products are obtained at two respective electrodes. This is electrolytic cell. Molten sodium chloride is taken in it. Two electrodes, inert electrodes are set up in this cell. Anode is positively charged, the electrolytic cell, and cathode is negatively charged. Right? This is incomplete cell. What is missing? Source of electricity. Now this is complete cell. Okay. When electricity is supplied, so what is first step of electrolytic process? Electrolytic decomposition. This is molten sodium chloride. Molten means only sodium chloride is taken in molten state, semi-liquid state. Then what happens? First step is a dissociation, formation of ions, right? Second step is redox reaction. As you know, red denotes reduction and oxidation, right? Always oxidation occurs at anode. Right? Here anode is positively charged. Which ions are oxidized? Negatively charged ions. It means according to this equation, chloride ions. Now I am writing oxidation reaction equation of Cl minus ion. Right? According to modern concept of oxidation, when electron is removed by an ion, the process is known as oxidation. Now this is balanced half equation. Okay, so liberation of which product, which gas at anode? Chlorine. But this is extraction of sodium at which electrode metal is obtained? Cathode. Right. So what is second half of reaction? Redox reaction? Reduction. Now reduction of sodium ions. Na plus 1 electron and sodium ion is reduced into sodium metal. Right? Sodium is obtained at cathode, and this is outlet for molten sodium. Right? This is 100% pure metal. Okay. Potassium from its salt, from its ore is extracted in the same manner because potassium is also reactive metal. Aluminium from bauxite ore like Al2O3. This is bauxite. Common name of aluminium dihydrate is bauxite. Extraction of aluminium from bauxite ore by which method? Electrolysis. Okay. Potassium from this KCl by which method? Electrolysis. Now, second step of extraction, metals which are placed in mid of this reactivity series. For example, zinc metal. Extraction of zinc metal. Zinc exists in two different types of ores, sulfide ore and carbonate ore. Okay. Extraction of metal or medium reactivity. For example, zinc. Zinc exists in two forms, two different types of ores. First is sulfide ore, ZnS. Sulfur is present here, this ore is sulfide ore. Second is carbonate. CO3 group is present here, zinc carbonate. Okay children. Now second step depends upon nature of ore. If sulfide ore is taken, then after enrichment of ore, it means concentration of ore. Next step is roasting. Right? What is roasting? Heating of sulfide ore. At high temperature in the presence of oxygen, excess of oxygen, and temperature is very high. Then what happens? Conversion of this sulfur to sulfur dioxide gas and formation of oxide. Right? Here zinc is present as zinc sulfide, and in product side zinc is present as oxide. So what is the purpose of this roasting? Conversion of sulfide ore into oxide ore. Now this is balanced equation. Now after roasting, the third step is reduction. Reduction means loss of oxygen from any oxide. Here coke, solid form of carbon, which is known as coke, is used as reducing agent. Then what happens? Removal of this oxygen as carbon monoxide and reduction of zinc oxide into zinc metal. This process is reduction process. Here chemical is used. Coke is used as reducing agent. So this is called chemical reduction. And last step is refining of this zinc metal. This is not 100% pure. Refining is done. Okay children. If carbonate ore is taken for extraction of metal, then what is second possible step? Second possible step is calcination. If zinc is present in carbonate ore, this ore is carbonate type ore. Okay. Then first, after enrichment of ore, next step is calcination. Right? Calcination means heating of non-sulfide ore like carbonate ore at high temperature in the presence of limited supply of oxygen. Limited supply, because O2 is supporting gas. Now, what happens when heating is done? Then conversion of zinc carbonate into zinc oxide plus liberation of carbon dioxide gas. So what is the difference between roasting and calcination? In case of roasting, byproduct is SO2 gas, and in case of calcination, byproduct is carbon dioxide gas. And what is common between two? In each case, metallic oxide is formed. Right? Then third step is reduction. If chemical is used, reducing agent is used, then reduction is known as chemical reduction. There are different types of reduction process. Now, next step is ZnO plus CO plus Zn. Again refining, purification of this zinc. Next one, extraction of metal which is placed below hydrogen in the reactivity series, or extraction of metal of low reactivity. Metals which are placed below hydrogen are less reactive in comparison of metals which are placed above hydrogen in the reactivity series. For example, copper. Extraction of copper. Copper from copper sulfide, CuS. Cu2S, cuprous sulfide or copper sulfide. Okay children, after enrichment of ore, next step is calcination or roasting. Here sulfur is present. This ore is a sulfide ore. What is required? Roasting. Heating at high temperature in the presence of oxygen, excess of oxygen, then removal of the sulfur and sulfur dioxide gas, and conversion of copper into copper oxide. Now, third step is reduction. Some traces of copper are left in which form? Sulfide form. Then what happens? Reaction between copper sulfide, copper oxide, then liberation of sulfur dioxide gas and formation of copper. Right? Balanced equation. 4 plus 2, 6 copper, sulfur 1, oxygen 2. Now this is balanced form. Molten copper. This copper is also known as blister copper. The formation of blisters on its surface. Right? And last step of metallurgy or this extraction of metal is refining. Refining of impure copper by electrolysis. If mercury is taken and mercury is present in sulfide form, this step is common step. Roasting is common. This HGS is also known as Cinnabar. Common name Cinnabar and chemical name mercury sulfide. Roasting. Now conversion of this mercuric sulfide into mercurous oxide. This one is oxide. Oxygen 4, 5, 6. Now this is balanced equation. After roasting, next step is reduction. Direct heating of mercuric oxide direct heating of HgO, it means mercuric oxide is mercury metal plus oxygen. Now balance is twice Hg twice this balance equation. Now next is extraction of aluminium which is related with Thermit process. Thermit means process which occurs at a very Thermit means which is highly exothermic reaction. What is Thermit process? Right? This is highly exothermic reaction. Extraction of iron from hematite ore. This iron oxide, common name is hematite. This is manganese dioxide. Okay, each one means iron from hematite ore is extracted by which process? Thermit process, because this is highly exothermic reaction. And extraction of manganese from manganese dioxide, which is black color powder, by which process? Thermit process. And this is displacement reaction. One atom, one metal is displaced by another metal. What is the importance of this Thermit process? First one, this iron is obtained in liquid state, which is used to join railway track or any cracking in the railway track, because this iron is obtained in liquid state. Reaction is highly exothermic. This is molten state of iron. Now children, next one is the refining of copper by electrolysis. The important features of this electrolytic cell, your anode is made by impure metal. And your impure metal is copper, because this cell is set up for refining of copper, right? And cathode is made by pure copper. Okay, children. Always oxidation occurs. So what happens when electricity is supplied through this aqueous solution of copper sulfate, which acts as electrolyte, then dissolution of anode. It means oxidation of anode, like this. And what happens at anode? Anode dissolves. Anode dissolves, right? Size of anode decreases. Okay, this anode is made by impure metal. Which impurities are present with copper? Variable impurities like gold and silver. Au means gold and Ag means silver. Okay, children. At the same moment of time, what happens? Equivalent weight of copper is obtained on the surface of cathode. Equivalent. Suppose 10 gram copper is oxidized. Same weight of copper is obtained on the surface of copper, on the surface of cathode. Okay. What is second possible reaction at cathode? Just reverse. This is oxidation. Reverse of oxidation is known as reduction. Copper ions or cupric ions are coming from anode, and cupric ions are already present in this aqueous solution, because this is aqueous solution of copper sulfate. So what happens? Reduction of copper or cupric ion into copper metal, and this metal is obtained on the surface of cathode. So this is pure copper, right? Writing process, this is possible. Short answer question: what is the type of reaction at anode? Reaction is oxidation. What is the type of reaction? Reaction is reduction. Right? At which electrode pure copper is obtained? At cathode. Right? And these valuable impurities which are obtained at anode, what name is given? Anode mud. Anode mud. What do you mean by corrosion? Corrosion, it means conversion of metal into metallic oxide. Corrosion is very slow process. Right? This is surface phenomenon. For example, iron metal. Small block of iron. What happens? In the presence of atmospheric oxygen, moisture contents and carbon dioxide gas, conversion of this iron metal, which is green color, original color of iron is green. What happens after rusting or corrosion? Formation of thin layer of iron oxide, which is also known as ferric oxide. True name is ferric oxide. Okay, children? When you know formation of ferric oxide in anhydrous form or hydrous form depends upon percentage of humidity, moisture contents in an atmosphere. If rich amount of humidity is present, then formation of hydrous ferric oxide. Hydrous means with water contents, and you know this number of water molecules is not fixed. So what is written here? X. This X denotes number of water molecules. Right? So this conversion of metal into metal oxide is known as corrosion, which is very slow process, which occurs only on the surface. So this is surface phenomenon. Now possible question: what is the color of rusted iron or corroded iron? Or corroded iron, its color is brown. Okay? Ferric compound always appears in brown color. Okay, children? If copper metal is exposed, copper is taken, then what happens? Copper, in the presence of carbon dioxide gas and humid contents, moisture, formation of green color product, which is also known as malachite green. Copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. Okay? Two compounds, two minerals are present here. One is copper hydroxide, second is copper carbonate. This mixture appears in green color. Okay, this is pure copper. You know copper shine. And what is color of corroded copper is green. Right? Formation of green color patches on the surface of copper vessel due to corrosion of copper. Okay, children? So first corrosion of iron, second is corrosion of iron, second is corrosion of copper metal, third one is corrosion of silver, which is noble metal. Copper is also noble metal. Corrosion very slow process occurs, okay? In case of this silver and copper. What happens, children? If traces of H2S gas, H2S gas is present as air pollutant, then what happens? Formation of grey color product of silver sulfide. Its color is grey and original color is silver shine. Each one is corrosion. Only composition of corroded metal is different because it depends upon pollutants as well as nature of metal. Okay, children? Now let's do prevention. How to protect this corrosion? Old method, you know, by greasing, by oiling, by painting, and modern method is galvanization. Electroplating. Right? What is galvanization? Then this first method, I would like to discuss only modern method, galvanization. Right? It means coating of zinc metal, more reactive metal on the surface of iron metal. This method is known as magnesium, right? Now children, last topic, alloy. What do you mean by alloy? Alloy is homogeneous mixture of metal with metal or metal with non-metal. Right? Homogeneous, it means uniform mixture. Uniform mixture. Composition is constant. Right? Now, for example, alloy of metal with metal. It means homogeneous mixture of two or more than two metals. For example, children, 24 karat gold is 100% pure gold. It means only gold metal is taken. But to modify its quality, what is the purpose of alloy? To alter, to modify the qualities or properties of pure metal. As you know, gold is noble metal, gold is soft metal. To increase its density, its mass, its melting point, to decrease its softness, what is added? Another noble metal, for example, copper or silver. Then resultant mixture is known as alloy. So 24 means 100% pure and 23 means 23 by mass is gold and 1 by mass is copper or silver. Right? So this mixture is known as alloy of gold. 22, again 22 by mass of gold and 2 by mass of copper. This resultant mixture is also alloy of gold, right? Brass. Another example of alloy, metal with metal, is brass, right? Brass is alloy of copper and zinc metal. Second example, brass. Okay children, copper and zinc. Bronze, one metal is copper and second is tin. Each one is alloy, right children? Last example where metal is taken with non-metal. For example, steel. Steel is alloy of iron metal plus carbon. And carbon, you know very well, this is non